Catfish, chipper, franchise, flash,
though encouraged by many to approach Scout Day just like any other work. After an anxious wait, a player is called to put his plate skills on display. Scout Day coaches do what they can to ground and focus the player for a stock-defining moment. Most of these prospects A promising young baseball talent receives a call from his former high school coach, who has assumed an advisory role until the player sees fit to take on a sport.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first year. With the 9th pick of the 3rd round, the Milwaukee Brewers select Cookie Franchise, a shortstop from the West region.
The awaited moment arrives. Many players will forever remember every detail of this conversation and moment. In the days and weeks that follow, teams work to come to terms with the players they have drafted and get them signed. Most minor leaguers will struggle just to get by on meager earnings. A Double-A manager addresses his team before their season opener. For many of these young men, it is their first game.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie Franchise. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And that right there was his first double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to double-A baseball. And even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Here we go.
Ready for another chance. Cookie Franchise. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Nobody out, runner on first. Runners on the move for second, and he won't have to contend with the throw as that misses for ball 4. First and second now to start the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Striding in once again,
Stevenson.
Stevenson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. The runner scores from second, and not in time as the second run scores. Digging in and looking for more, Cookie Franchise. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. And a big moment for him there. His first home run. Cookie Franchise will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.
Well, how about that for a 4-hit game? He homered earlier. Now he picks up his 4th hit of the game. Wow, he's having a tremendous game.
First baseman number 5.
Digging in to try it again. Bernardo Cora 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Soft liner to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Jordan Quinones gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. So that'll just... Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Time for Game 2 of the regular season. Digging in, Cookie Franchise. He was a perfect 4 for 4 in last night's game. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about this. Ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Cookie Franchise. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Young is on his way home. The relay. And he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI. Digging in and looking for more. Cookie Franchise. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the sixth. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
And now the runner's trying for third. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Digging in once again, Cookie Franchise. And he's working on a 3-double game right now. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Gilberto Torres claims the win out of the pen, his first. The game's future stars are on display as minor league. Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie Franchise. He was a perfect 4 for 4 in last night's game. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Blanco going back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
On the ground up the middle. To his left, Hernandez. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now. A tag. Stepping up to the plate, Cookie Franchise. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. And the visiting club leads it 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cookie Franchise. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. This is line to left, and this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Cookie Franchise. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Hard liner to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Well, he hit that ball hard. He's been seeing the ball great. That right there now makes him 3 for 4 on the evening, really swinging the bat.
Ready for another chance. Bernardo Cora 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Ready for another shot now. Bob Stevenson.
Bob Stevenson.
Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Henry Keene claims the win out of the pen, his first. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop. Stepping in, Cookie Franchise. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Line hard down the line and right. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. The windup and the 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground. Molina gloves it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Striding in once again, Cookie Franchise. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Cookie Franchise will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run. A big blow early on. Blanco ranging back, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Steve Rodriguez.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. On the ground to the right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs. At the plate, Cookie Franchise. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game.
Franchise.
Hey, right guy, no one better up there.
Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. 7-1 the final today. Donovan Ritchie earns his first win of the season. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league. Digging in now, Cookie Franchise. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. Digging in, Jack Fugate. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Jack
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. A runner at second, nobody out. Runner goes for third. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, nice job right there. He comes through with the RBI base hit, and now his side has the lead.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Cookie Franchise.
Shortstop, Cookie Franchise.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
Standing in, Jack Fugate.
Left fielder, Jack Fugate.
Runners off for second. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Man, that was a textbook hit and run. Right-handed hitter hits it the opposite way behind the base runner. They're first and third. They're in business.
Settling in now, Steve Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Rodriguez.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Now at the plate, Luke Quivers comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
First baseman number 5.
Now batting, Bernardo Cora. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits. Ready once again, Cookie Franchise. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow. Now at the plate, Cookie Franchise. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A 5-0 finish tonight. Ray Herrera earns his first win of the season.
A fast-developing prospect has his first encounter with the media. If his progress continues, it will be the first of many such encounters. This aspect of life as a ball player will demand the learning of an entirely new kind of skill set.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. It's the home opener of this new season between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Biloxi Shuckers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie Franchise, and he's been one of the league's big stories in April, having come out of the gates extremely hot at the plate. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cookie Franchise.
Cookie Franchise.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Gutierrez looks up, out of here. A solo shot, and they add another. Digging in and looking for more, Cookie Franchise. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Digging in to try it again, Steve Rodriguez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the 0-1. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him. Digging in once again, Cookie Franchise. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And tonight's final, 7-3. Jordan Quinones earns the win, his second. Maury Ramirez was only able to work 4 innings. So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Cookie Franchise.
Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send him back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
That's the 7th game he's hit in. Look out, 7 games. That's 1 week of feeling pretty good. Let's see how long he can make this last.
Harry.
Runners on for second. Hit on the ground out to short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And he's out on a strong throw. Geraldo Mejia will come on in relief. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a big factor in this one, guys. He swung himself into a 3-hit ball game, so he was seeing the ball.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. So digging in now, Cookie Franchise. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. This is pulled into right, and that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Harold, what's the key to continuing the winning streak?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many.
Striding in once again, Cookie Franchise. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Gutierrez racing back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs. Ready for another shot now. Cookie Franchise. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gutierrez ranging back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get in there at third as he just misses a home run but settles for the triple.
8-game streak. He's swinging the bat really well.
The batter, number
Stepping
6.
in and ready for another shot, James Nava. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Cookie Franchise. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Well, they've hung around. I know it's late in the game, but that's a big leadoff single. Maybe this will be what they need to get to start that attack to put them ahead.
Ready for another chance? James Nava. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Now at the plate, Sean Young. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And there he goes towards second. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Franchise rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they'll get a little closer here as the run comes across to score from first. Stepping in, Cookie Franchise. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. Runner goes for second. Hard hit ball to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Number 65. The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today. Digging in now, Cookie Franchise. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
Yeah, I think it's time to start pitching.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Cookie franchise. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat. In now, Cookie franchise. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Up the middle and off his leg.
What a way to square up on that ball. Great job.
Digging in, Sean Young. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah,
oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. 3 runs already home here.
Here we go, here we go.
Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Steve Rodriguez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Hard on the ground toward short. Scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over.
Come on now.
At the plate, Cookie franchise. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Line drive to left. Batista is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And tonight's final, 7-3. Donovan Ritchie takes the win on the mound, his second of the game's future stars are on display as minor. Digging in, Cookie franchise. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gutierrez looking up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they...
Stepping up now, Cookie franchise.
Cookie franchise.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Hornsby is on his way home. The runner scores from second. Chavez rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's out trying for third base, but he'll get credit for 2 RBIs. Now at the plate, Cookie franchise. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, and he is so close to having a cycle. He's one thing short, and the toughest one of them all, the triple. Looks like he's gonna get another at bat. Let's see if he's able to pull it off.
Second baseman, James Nava.
A 1 pitch on its way. Runners on the move for second. Slap hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw won't get him.
Well, he hung that one, and he didn't miss it. That's what you do. Hang it and bang it.
Digging in, Sean Young. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he's not squaring as the pitch is a ball. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate. And with that, the inning is stepping into the box, Cookie franchise. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Here comes the runner around third on his way home. The relay, and he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RB. 6-1, the final tally today. The Shuckers slugged their way to victory.
A player who's had a hot start at the plate gets a check-in from his batting coach. But the player would rather leave it alone, if it ain't broke.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball. Now at the plate, Cookie Franchise. He turned in a 4-for-4 line in the game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs that up here. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Gone to lead off the inning.
Wow, talk about a guy getting...
Striding in once again, Cookie Franchise.
Cookie Franchise.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Vera is in pursuit, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. Around second now and headed for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. Digging in for his second at-bat, Keith Chavez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Chavez.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This one's down to third. Farrell fields it cleanly, and they'll nail him at the plate as he's tagged out. Cookie Franchise will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. That's in there, base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Cookie Franchise. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. So there it is. He's hit for the cycle.
Oh, man, he's been just awesome to watch in this one, guys. I mean, a cycle is such a rarity, and it's one of the coolest things you can witness happening in a single game. He's going to be the talk of baseball for a few days after this one.
Varner is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Jordan Quinones wins his third of the season. Henry Keene earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with Connor Jenkins, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, his last outing, Matt, he pitched into the 6th inning, but he just couldn't get out of it. Ran out of gas. I think early on he's strong in games, but in this particular ball game, what am I looking for? Can he get past the 6th and maybe carry this game through and get a W?
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
James Nava.
Here it comes on 0-2. Runners off for second. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Varner has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors.
Here we go now. Come on now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cookie Franchise. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Gushwin is on his way home. Now the relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one. Cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. Ready once again, Cookie Franchise. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th.
That's a big leadoff hit late in the game right there. Now you're down 1. You get the leadoff guy on. Now he can do a lot of things. Will he steal? Will they bunt him over? Will he score on a gapper? Maybe score on a home run. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how they get him home.
Second baseman, James Nava.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
And a good throw gets him one gone. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied. But one's all they get as the run scored. Digging in and looking for more, Cookie Franchise. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
That line drive base hit, now it brings the tying run to the plate. You know, Matt, they always talk about a bloop and a blast. Maybe it is a rope and some hope. We'll see how the 9th inning plays out.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he turns on this fastball and sends it out to deep left field. And I would say he got just about all of that one as this ball is gone. A home run.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting away.
7-5 tonight's final. The Shuckers secure their 10th victory of the season. Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie Franchise. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Vera racing back, and this one is gone. A home run. Ready for another chance. Cookie Franchise.
Cookie Franchise.
And a dive, but he comes up empty, and this is big trouble now out in right center. He hit the corner and tries for third. The tag, and he's called out trying to stretch 2 bases into 3. Stepping in, Cookie Franchise. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Well, if I was the manager.
Stepping into the box, Cookie Franchise. 2 home runs and a double to his credit thus far. Having quite the game. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Ready for another shot now. James Nava.
6. Second baseman, James
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Runners going. Skied into very shallow right. McMahon moves over. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in to try it again.
First baseman,
Steve
number 8.
Rodriguez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's running towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Runner goes for third. This one's flared out toward left. Varner moving forward. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in once again, Sean Young.
Right fielder, Sean
Ready
Young.
with the 0-2. Runner's on his way to third. Heading out towards shallow right. McMahon is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you.
So coming to the plate, Cookie Franchise. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. And that's in there, base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. The relay. And he is thrown out trying for the double, but he'll get credit for 2 RBIs. And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Number 46 gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Rick Carlisle works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. The stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today. So striding in, Cookie Franchise. The early season numbers look very good as he is up over 400 here to begin the campaign. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Another hit right there. Man, he is having a big series right here on the road. He's having some kind of impact on this series, the way he's collecting base hits.
So stepping in, Sean Young. The early season batting line well above 300 coming into this one, so he'll look to keep that kind of success going.
Get your pitch. Stay hot up there.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. McMahon is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now, Steve Rodriguez. His average coming into this one is just barely over 200, so he'll be looking to turn the page on a slow start here. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error in the inning, but 2 men left on. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score.
Your pitch right here. Let's go.
So
bud.
digging in now, Cookie Franchise.
Shortstop, Cookie Franchise.
First pitch on its way.
Nice
And that's in for a base hit, his second in his many trips to the plate.
Woo, that ball was close right there. Whizzed right by his ear. Matt, they always say chuck and duck. Well, that's an example of it right there.
The right fielder, number 19.
So striding forward now, Sean Young, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Lookouts lead it 1-0. Striding into the box, Cookie Franchise. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Franchise.
Hey, like you can up there, huh? No one better.
First offering on its way. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away. At the plate, Cookie Franchise. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Let's get ready.
Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and they get them both.
A really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play. Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball coming to the plate now. Cookie Franchise. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
That way to find that sweet spot right there.
15-game hit streak. Man, is he hot. He's swinging the bat great, and now the nation knows it. A lot of people paying attention. Opposing pitchers knew, but now everybody's watching around the country.
Digging in now, Caleb Milton.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Caleb Milton.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Now batting, Bernardo Cora, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April.
Come on now, one time, right here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, it's hit to third. 5-4.
That's an out.
3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. At the plate, Cookie, Franchise. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Franchise.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. Young rounds third and is digging for the plate, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, nothing flashy about this base hit, just a simple ground ball up the middle. But the one thing I do like is the approach to go up the middle. There's a lot of hits in the middle of the diamond.
Now at the plate, Caleb Milton. 0 for 1 here
7.
in the early going.
Caleb
3
Milton.
runs already home here.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away. Now at the plate.
Final line score for.
A skipper praises his team for a stellar start to their campaign. A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of the higher-ups in management. Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own. After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyway. The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge. Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business, and getting in on the ground floor is smart business. This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, the trading in of a longtime trusted mentor for a corporate wheeler-dealer can feel like a scary step. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client, confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities. Young players are the future, and teams do everything they can to...
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the... And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Dan Baker wins.
A player receives a visit from his manager, who apparently really likes this baseball quote, and also likes his players to respect the importance of defense. A Double-A manager has called one of his young players in for a quick word. The word is good. The promising player has been called up to Triple-A. News of a call-up, though positive, can also be shocking, its impact taking time to sink in. A Triple-A manager welcomes a new arrival from Double-A. This prospect showed promise at the Double-A level. The organization is hopeful his progress will continue here.
Now on your home for minor league baseball, MLB. Standing in, Cookie Franchise.
Cookie Franchise.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. Striding in once again, Cookie Franchise. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Colorado Springs wrap up their 20th road win of the season.
This player's multiple home run performance has his batting coach fired up. The 4th of July invokes a special feeling in a ballpark, and sometimes in a team spirit as well. A team hovering around 500 is encouraged to assert themselves in the season's back half. This week, these minor leaguers will have the eyes of the organization focused on them. This AAA player has been generating a lot of buzz with his stellar play of late. Excellence commands attention. If he keeps it up, visits from reporters will become commonplace, and an invitation to the big stage, inevitable.
Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Tonight it's the first of 4. Digging in, Cookie Franchise. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
They like the can right there. Square it up.
Hey, grip it and rip it, kid. Let's go.
The 1-0 delivery.
That's it, kid.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You throw a ball down the middle, you better start ducking right when you release it. He took it right back at him. Hit it where it's thrown.
Now in the and it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Harper, Royer.
Within striking distance late in the season, these youngsters are challenged to show their mettle. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. Having not quite qualified for the postseason, a disappointed team has to call it quits for the year. Though each player hopes not to be around here by the end of it, this AAA manager nevertheless rallies his team for the beginning of a new season campaign.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Nashville secured their
An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. Major league organizations keep a close eye on the developing players they hope will be. This AAA prospect who had been generating some buzz has gone cold of late. Once a player catches the public's eye, little he does, good or bad, will go unnoticed. At the halfway point, a manager rouses his team to build on the successes of their first half. A minor league manager puts his team on notice that the team bragged. A manager challenges his team. This series could potentially shift the balance in their division. Locked in a tight divisional race coming down the stretch, a manager looks to teach his young players about how to finish. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully. Being in a hole in a minor league playoff series means an opportunity to teach young men about facing adversity. A strong campaign has ended on a bitter note. Though each player hopes not to be around here by the end of it, this AAA manager nevertheless rallies his team for the beginning of a new season campaign. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. Major league organizations keep a close eye on the developing play. At the halfway point, a manager rouses his team to build on the successes of their first half. A minor league team is alerted that some important visitors may be coming to... Within striking distance late in the season, these youngsters are challenged to show their mettle. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. Having come to the end of the year's campaign, a manager shares a few parting words. Though each player hopes not to be around here by the end of it, this AAA manager nevertheless rallies his team for the beginning of a new season campaign. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. These minor leaguers have extra reason to be at their best this week. At the halfway point, a manager rouses his team to build on the successes of their first half. This divisional leader is entering a series versus their closest competition. Locked in a tight divisional race coming down the stretch, a manager looks to teach his young players about how to finish. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. With the season's outcome coming down to a final series, a manager chooses his words carefully. Being in a hole in a minor league playoff series means an opportunity to teach young men about facing adversity. A strong campaign has ended on a bitter note. All eyes and ears turn to the skipper as he addresses his team at the outset of a new season's journey.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
Cookie, franchise.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Cookie, franchise, has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Wendy Peralta is out from the bullpen. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top player of the game. And the man you see here was a key contributor. And with 2 on and 2 away, it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter in this spot.
Looking good. Nobody better up there.
Now batting, shortstop, Cookie Franchise.
This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Well, that one's going to load the bases up. They held the...
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Chase Anderson. And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Up next for Milwaukee, the shortstop, Cookie Franchise.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Dahl racing back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is... Brent Suter takes over to start the 6th. 5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Carlos Rodon. So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and 1 gone. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to number 71. Will take the ball now. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Justin Wilson. And we're going to see a change on the base paths here as we've got a pinch runner set to come on at first, representing the possible go-ahead run.
Shortstop, Chad Pinder.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line to left. And that is down for extra bases. And with nobody out, we'll see if they want to wave that go-ahead run home. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 4-3 game.
Well, that's a huge base hit. Anytime you get it.
Adam Glass.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now
doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie Franchise. He'll lead it off here against Jose Barrios. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position. To start off the inning.
Tyler White will bat next. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Grounded to first. Marte gloves it. He'll go to the bag for 1. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run. Striding in once again, Cookie Franchise. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
Digging in to try it again, Cookie Franchise. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Peralta rounds the corner and is headed home. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, ready once again, Cookie Franchise. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the eighth. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cookie Franchise. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Well, this one is gloved for the out, and a big sigh of relief here as this ball game is over. A close one, 9-8 at the end.
A player's agent calls to touch base. A grievance previously issued is readdressed. A major league hitter is approached by one of his coaches. An agent calls his client with an update. A major league skipper acknowledges a young player who has been greatly exceeding expectations and has a little fun with him while he's at it. An MLB franchise is wise to recognize the obvious. Young players are the future of the game. A major leaguer is approached about getting in some extra work. Facing the divisional frontrunner, this underperforming team receives an appeal to change their fortunes.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin on a Tuesday night at Miller Park. Stepping up now, Cookie Franchise. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. Hard hit ball to second. Scope has it. In time to first, and there are two away. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan? Striding in once again, Cookie Franchise. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Digging in for digging in and looking for more, Cookie Franchise. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. Digging in once again, Cookie Franchise.
Cookie Franchise.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And this is going to rattle up against the wall out around the 374 sign. In to score, the runner from third.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with
The right fielder. Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cookie Franchise. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap, and that is off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Now to the plate, David Peralta. It was a walk in his last trip.
David Peralta.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall. A base hit. Throw into third.
This guy is so strong. He just fought that ball off the left field. I know it's a little bit of a blooper right now, but it's going to be a line drive in the books when you look back.
Ready for another chance. Number 18. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the defensive side.
And he will get there to make the running play. A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Milwaukee seal up their 30th. Wednesday night baseball now from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight the second of 3. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cookie Franchise, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors if he can avoid a collapse here in the final months. It's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here.
Yeah, as we think.
Standing in, Cookie Franchise. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Aller ranging back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Cookie Franchise. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Looked like he broke into his home run trot a little early, and I can't blame him. He's already had 2, but this one just misses, and he'll settle for a double. Having a heck of a game, though.
Now a ground ball heading for the Gold Glover Votto at first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the Cookie Franchise will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Now batting, Cookie Franchise. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for any.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field, and this one is gone. A home run. This one ends with a 10-5 score. Milwaukee get the win on the heels of 4 home runs.
Ball game this afternoon.
First opened in 2001. There's a look at Miller Park here. Stepping in, Cookie Franchise. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there, but it means more than just a nice base hit. The leadoff guy didn't get going, but now here comes the Thunder with a man on base. This is when big innings happen.
Right fielder, David Peralta.
From the belt, the pitch, and there he goes towards second. Weak roller right side, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. And he is out on the tag. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. At the plate, Cookie Franchise. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Going back is the left fielder. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field. 24 home runs for him on the season. And the Brewers are on the board. It's now a 3-1 score. So stepping in, Cookie Franchise. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Aller racing back. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay.
Now at the plate, Cookie Franchise. Already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And this will get to the wall now, out near the Milwaukee bullpen. Go-ahead run heading for the plate. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Well, that's a huge base hit. Anytime you get a hit late in the game to give you the lead in the ball game, you feel good about yourself, and his teammates are pumped up as well.
The right fielder, number 6.
Striding into the box, David Peralta. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Brewers forced to settle for one. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Milwaukee leads it 5-4. So coming to the plate, Cookie franchise, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Oh, let it fly. Here we go. No one better.
And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that...
Stepping up to the plate, Cookie franchise. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series.
This player's multiple home run performance has his batting coach fired up.
It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball. Digging in the switch hitter, Cookie franchise. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. Lined back over second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving.
That's what you call going to the plate with a game plan. 0-0 count, looking for a fastball. He took it right back up the middle. Great execution.
Into the box now, Chad Carson. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty.
Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to third. Oh, what a stop. The throw to first. What a play. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Cookie franchise.
Cookie franchise.
Into the windup and the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Milwaukee Brewers slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Nate Eovaldi earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Jake Odorizzi permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Brewers. 9 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For St. Louis, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and 1 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Cookie Franchise.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit.
Great job of hitting. So many people think you get a first pitch fastball, you have to pull it. No, a great swing is hitting the ball back up the middle.
The batter, number 00, second baseman,
Pulled toward right center field. Pham arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting, number 33.
Looking good. No one better up there. How you go?
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals 2. Abdul Riley takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Abdul Riley.
4-2 the final score tonight. Matt Moore earns win number 7 on the season. Carlos Martinez
for the victorious.
MLB The Show has baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee.
Batting third, the shortstop, Cookie Franchise.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Martinez racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Yeah, we always talk about how important.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Cookie Franchise, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Well, this ball's hit hard to left, and this is going to be trouble as that's down for what should be extra bases. They will hold the other runner at third, but it's a 2-run double, and they have upped that lead even further.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games. And these
Nine to 6 the final tally in this one. Chase Anderson earns his 8th victory of the season.